Hello again viewers, Kryten Prime here, the Gentleman Autobot, coming at you from Crazy TV on Icon. Welcome back to my overview series for Beast Wars Transformers. For this episode, Black Kryten, you know I love you, but you brought this on yourself, in Crossing the Rubicon. At the beginning of this episode, yes, I forgot to shave again. At the beginning of this episode, Black Kryten is using the stolen Transbelt 2 driver to try and upgrade herself. But Silver inadvertently flies in and saves her, and there's an explosion. But in using the Transmetal driver on herself, she's overloaded the shell program in her body, so she's on the verge of going insane. So either have the shell program cut out and have it become a maximal, or drool or oil for the rest of her life. So very few options there. So she's on the verge of I was going to say death, but insanity at this point. Oh, you stubborn girl. Yeah, like we would have helped the Pred get more power. Yeah, she's part of the Maximals. After feeling like she was playing a game of squash a spider with an energon bomb, she decides to go through with the process of removing the shell program, and Rhinox bring her offline after putting this sort of machine thing. I don't know how to describe it. He puts this little adorable little submarine thing inside her. It's green, green and gold, and it's got rhino horns. It's a bit like him because it shows he made it. How big-headed can you be, Rhinox? Honestly. Anyway, he's that's the shell program. The purple gives it away because Predacon design right here, and this thing is severing these cables one by one. But okay, come back to me. Of course, Tarantulas had a few safeguards installed, which like these antibodies, I think, so they can go up to the power core. I don't know what the spark. I don't know. But Rhinox vaporizes the first one. But then Maximum Base comes under attack because Tarantulas has detected this attack upon the shell program. So Megatron decides to launch a surprise attack. It's hard enough as it is while Rhinox is working as hard as he is, and Silverbot's powerless to do anything at this point. And Rhinox is so close at this point. He's so close, but then he's about to take out the last safeguard, and then Tarantula launches a missile, disrupts everything, and Black Kryten's core gets destroyed along with her. Yeah. Talk about a broken heart, eh, Silverbolt? Of course, as expected, Silverbolt's furious at this point. Furious with Tarantulas, the one who made her into a Predacon in the first place. So whilst the other Maximals are mourning for Black Kryten, which is nice, Silverbolt's gone off on his own to hunt down Tarantulas and essentially kill him. So whilst the other Maximals are off looking for him, they don't notice that the Transmetal driver suddenly started levitating and working its magic above Black Kryten. As you can see, it's literally alien technology. Okay, come back to me. And Silverbot's close. He's knocked Tarantulas out, and he's got his knife in the ground. He's got Tarantulas above him. He's hurling up to the moon. He's going to impale him. For kids. Anyway, of course, Rampage intervenes and takes Silverbot down. Yes, so we won't have that gory moment for the kids to witness. So yeah, it's not looking good for the avenging hero. But of course, in the nick of time, Black Kryten arrives in her newly upgraded Transmetal 2 form, which is sort of mostly blue. It's got golden red highlights, which is quite beautiful if you ask me. Not the toy as such, as I've heard reviews on, but the character model looks great. No, she doesn't. I'm not being sarcastic. just in love. Well, anyway, she makes fine work of Rampage, doing some punching, kicking, like with precise precision. Swings her around with some webbing, grabbing him by the neck, swings him round, throws him into a cliff. And her and Silverbot are finally reunited. Yeah, and Optimus doesn't really see this as a very maximal approach. But of course, even when she's good, she's still bad. Just the way we all love her. And she's still as welcome as moonlight, as Silverbot describes it. So, mushy. Anyway, yeah. So they share a kiss, and Silverbot receives an overload with a surge of transmetal energy. So he'd better get used to that. Hope you enjoy this episode when you see it, fellow bots, if you haven't already. Coming next, Connor, you lucky man! You're so lucky to have the Transmetal 2 Megatron figure in Master Blaster.